Coming up on a special edition of Interludes Newsletter presents Talk on Tuesdays with me, Val the Voice. It was a very good weekend for Wicked for Good. Find out how good a little bit later. And in Vogue. And no more Rhona Bennett? What happened? And then we remember Jimmy Cliff. Iconic songs like I Can See Clearly Now and Many Rivers to Cross. He has crossed his final river. It's Interludes Newsletter presents Talk on Tuesdays, getting started right about now. Hey everyone, my gosh, happy Turkey Week to you all. I am obviously not at home, but I am excited about this week. It's our special edition of Interludes Newsletter presents Talk on Tuesdays. Coach Tony is actually coaching. That's right. He's getting his girls ready for a couple of start of the basketball season at St. Cecilia out in Nashville. So we're letting him do his coaching thing, and he'll be back with us in the beginning of December as we finish off the year strong. But I got to let you guys know about some of the things that has happened entertainment wise. Number one, I got a chance to see Wicked for Good when it came out on Friday. And I have to say, for part two, it wrapped so many good storylines. I'm actually doing a full review of the movie, and I'm going to go ahead and present it and put it on LinkedIn, our Pure Lighthouse Media business page, as well as purelighthouse.media.com, our webpage. But did you know, and I'm looking at my notes here, global box office over the weekend, 226 million. And here in the States, it was at 150 million. That is a great opening and one of the best for a part two to a film. And of course, if you haven't had a chance to check out Wicked for Good, Ariana Grande, and of course, Academy, they both were nominated for Academy Awards. And we're excited about one of my favorites, Cynthia Erivo. That's right. So Jeff Goldblum, it's a jam-packed. You guys got to go check it out. But Wicked for Good did well, and I'm excited about it.
Are you a small business owner looking to grow? Introducing the Key Spot mobile app. I'm Cynthia McAllister, owner of the IT company Quality SAP. Since 2016, we have been supporting small businesses and help them promote and share their businesses, services, and events across the country. KeySpot is more than just an app. We are a network providing community. KeySpot, connecting communities and supporting small businesses.
Hey everyone, you know what? I have, okay, wait, why am I in the corner? There we go. Never put baby in the corner. If you guys are in the chat, go ahead and give me a shout out because, of course, you know, I'm here in the land of cakes. I'm here in the land of pound cakes, greens, and stuffing and everything. I don't know if you guys are getting ready for Thanksgiving, but I am definitely doing that. And I see Ashley representing in Brooklyn. Great evening to you, sir. How are you doing on this evening? Good to see you. It's Thanksgiving week, so a lot of us are just thinking about what are we going to be eating on Thursday. And I'm thinking, maybe you shouldn't be gobbling so quickly. But of course, Coach Tony, he is right now, as I said earlier, he's focused on coaching. And he said he had a double hitter, and he said, Val, I want to come, but I won't be able to show up. And I'm like, you're good. Don't worry about it. You know, I got entertainment and I got to hold things down. And so what I want to talk to you guys about now, do you all remember the 90s group In Vogue? He had a lot of hits, especially when I was in, I want to say when I was in, college. Yes, we're going back. If you have a favorite In Vogue song, what's your favorite? One of my favorites for In Vogue was, I think, the first one, Hold On. When Terry belts out this version of Who's Loving You by the Jackson 5, I was thinking, oh my goodness, who is this? And it goes into this group, this beat, and you're like, oh my goodness, this is what's down. So yeah, that's one of my favorite songs from In Vogue. Then of course there's a song from the Set It Off soundtrack. I think it was Don't Let Go. And Don Robinson led that song. I remember that. And so here are the members of In Vogue. It is Terry, Maxine, and Cindy. Now, Terry and Cindy have been around almost the entire time of In Vogue. And if you have, like I said, if you have a favorite song from In Vogue, go ahead and let me know that in the chat. But some real drama happened a little bit earlier this summer, or I'm so sorry, this month in November. Salt-N-Pepa was honored at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I was so hyped to see this. I saw the performance that both In Vogue and Salt-N-Pepa did. It had Spinderella there too. I was like, yes, this is exciting. Did you guys check out that performance? That's floating around on everybody's IG. Salt, who has recorded new stuff, because she's been on her IG, she's been on her Facebook. I've seen a couple of raps she's done. I'm like, come on. I say Generation X, we are representing big time. We are not saying, oh, because we're a certain age, we got to slow down and not show how we do. So, but it was so good. Things resolved between Salt-N-Pepa. You had Salt-N-Pepa, and then you also had Spinderella, doing her thing. And then the three members of In Vogue. But what happened to Rhona Bennett? Now, she has been holding it down for In Vogue for about 22 years. And I'm like, okay, well, where's Rhona? Now, Rhona has been performing with In Vogue, I think, for 2 decades. And what ended up happening is that she scheduled an event to perform, I think, on the same day as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But here's the thing. She said on her Instagram that she found out, like with everyone else, that In Vogue was performing with Salt-N-Pepa, and she wasn't there. She didn't get the invite. And so I'm thinking to myself, what is going wrong with the group In Vogue? What's going on? And so I'd love to know what you think, what's happening. And I definitely was thinking, let me bring it up. Rhoda handled this with such class. And when I say class, I mean, she announced on her Instagram what happened. And when I did the research, because I'm starting to now not necessarily slide into DMs, but I am definitely asking more and more questions and showing things and going, you know what happened? Now, if you guys remember Jamie Foxx, the Jamie Foxx show, here I come, there I go. That's, Jamie doing his singing. So in the last season of the Jamie Foxx show, Rhona Bennett showed up and she was working with Jamie, and they were at a jingles company, and the two of them would compete for the best jingle, and then she would sing, and I'm like, oh, that girl can actually sing. But of course, Jamie Foxx is not going to surround himself with people that they ain't got no talent. You funny, you sing, you look good or something. Yeah, that's looking good is not a talent, but I'm just saying. But Rhoda was on there, and when she showed up in Vogue, probably a couple of years later after Jamie Foxx ended, I think in 2000, I was thinking, oh, okay, because Dawn Robinson, I think she left 8 years. She left either in 97 or 98. That's when Dawn Robinson left in Vogue, and so I was thinking, why are we breaking up the band? All of these hits. Hold on. Never Gonna Get It. What's the other one? And the one she led, Don't Let Go. Yeah, so I can't. It's too many hits from En Vogue, and of course, I've asked you guys to let me know what some of your favorite from En Vogue. But Rhoda was performing with En Vogue because here's the thing: if you don't own your masters, if you are not getting your money, you are performing, and that's how you get your money. And Cindy and Terry, they have held it down the entire time of En Vogue. I don't think they ever walked away from the group. But it seems as though there have been some things that's been happening that we are completely unaware of. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bring up her Instagram because she did something very, very classy, ladies and gentlemen. She pretty much addressed her, and I think how many followers does Rhoda have? Yeah, let me start following her too. She has about 73,000 followers. So she has been establishing herself as a name in this business for years, and building what she's been building for all this time. So on her IG, and I think, let me see, I'm looking at what she has pinned up. Yes. So, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can go ahead and show this as well, because I was just really disturbed to see what had happened. And I know you guys are probably wondering, like, well, what's the big deal about this person leaving En Vogue? The big deal about her leaving En Vogue was that it was how it happened. All right, let me go ahead and share. She shared a very beautiful photo of herself on here. Let me bring this up. So this is Rhoda's IG. Okay, so and she posted this. Now, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that performance was about 2 weeks ago, between November 12th, November 13th. So she posted this on November 13th. And let me go ahead and read this to you guys. So she says, there comes a time in every artist's journey when the path changes, sometimes without full clarity, but always with purpose. And over the years, I've done the deep work to develop my voice, not just musically, but personally and spiritually. I've learned that honoring my values, creative expression, and truth must come before anything else. I'm normally pretty private, but many of you reached out to ask why I wasn't at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame performance, to perform the song with Salt-N-Pepa, What a Man. I was approved during the summer to facilitate my own event happening concurrently on November 8th. So the recording, I guess, happened on November 8th. However, I was not informed about the Hall of Fame performance and discovered it at the same time as the public. Oh my gosh. It could have been nice to attend had I been given the opportunity to adjust my schedule. I'm stepping into a new season of creativity, freedom, and contribution. Growth can sometimes create discomfort. I agree with you 100%, Ms. Bennett. Not only within ourselves, but in others too. Don't shrink, keep going. I am deeply grateful for the years in connection with En Vogue and for the incredible work we've shared across the globe. Thank you, EV. Though uncertainty is present, so is excitement. I trust that this next chapter is not a loss, but an evolution. God bless as I move toward the next frontier. Now, what do you all think about this? And I see T Dub is in the building. Hey, good evening to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So we're talking about In Vogue. We're talking about Rhona Bennett, who was with the group for over 20. She was with them for 22 years. And she was going to go ahead and perform with them. And she said she was approved to do her own thing, but then something changed. What is changing for her? And let me make sure that I share this. Rhoda's going to be doing new music. She's got new music happening. Let me share this again. I believe she has a Christmas song coming out. Let me go ahead and share this. So this is her Christmas song. It's coming out today, November 25th. And she says she gives who it was written by. I believe this is kind of a remake, because a lot of the Christmas songs are remake. And she says, give yourself permission to fully lean into the gifts and talents of your creator place within you. Here's the thing. Rhoda's being extremely classy about all of this. I don't know how I would feel about any of it. I kind of feel like it feels like she was fired. However, 22 years, here's the thing, because of the post and because of what she stated, she can come back. If she wanted to come back, she can come back. Now, Dawn Robinson, fan of hers, I remember posting something earlier this year on IG. And I tagged her profile, and was complimenting how much I love Lucy Pearl and how they came together and did this track for one of my favorite films, Love and Basketball. Anytime I talk about my favorite films, it's Love Jones, it's Soul Food, it's Love and Basketball. So Love and Basketball had a hot soundtrack. So Dawn was a part of In Vogue, a part of another soundtrack for Set It Off. Don't Let Go. That was one of my favorite songs. So she was being interviewed by, let's see who she was being interviewed by, because I have a video of her talking about what she thinks went down, and it's all negative. I unfortunately can't find it, but here's the thing. If you were with your job, let's just say it's your job, and your job, it's holiday season time. It is holiday season time. So you're going to be going to your office Christmas parties. You're going to be going to all of those things. If the office had the Christmas party and they didn't tell you, would that indicate that you still have a job? I don't know. If your employer told you, you know what, don't worry about coming to this event, we have it covered, and your responsibilities become less and less, or they just stop. I think that's what happened, unfortunately, to Rhoda. And so, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, here's my thing. The way to be classy about what's going wrong is to just be classy and not really talk about it. Dawn, she's defending her, saying that, you left, good for you. I think in this interview she questioned why Maxine was back. You know what? Let me just say this on behalf of all In Vogue fans, ladies, and let me stop sharing. Let's just come closer to the camera. We want all of you all to come back and sing the songs we loved back in the day. Yeah, Maxine, Terry, Cindy, Dawn. We want everybody. Rhoda, we want her to come back too. Y'all sound good. We want to see it. But what I want is secondary. What I want is secondary. That's just how that goes. Oh my goodness. What I want to share with you guys is one of my close friends, April Wheaton White. She was in the Chicagoland area and celebrating the birthday of her husband, Bishop B.J. White, one of the most humble bishops and ministers I've ever met. And I was really happy to be able to, share this time with them. So one of our guests from Talk on Tuesdays, who April introduced me to, Mark Felton, he plays a beautiful saxophone, and he played a little bit of a different version of Happy Birthday to Bishop BJ White. I wanted to share that with you guys because Mark, I think, is going to be he's going to be performing what's that called? The national anthem at the upcoming Clippers game, I think this Saturday. But Mark, he did his thing. I would love to share that with you. And of course, let me just share this with you because this was my weekend going to folks' birthday parties and celebrations. And you'll see BJ excited, just cheering him on. Of how long did Mark hold that note? Come check it out. Come on, come on. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know if anyone could hold a note like Mark did, because I was sitting there like, man, oh man, oh man. And, here's the thing. There's a lot of people that are, they have, what do you call this? They're childhood friends. And it was good to see the brothers and sisters come together for BJ. And then, of course, I think, family, friends, people that's been knowing BJ for years. And April organized everything. She had a photo booth. It was really, really cool. And I wanted to just share this photo. This was really cool. This was Mark kind of thanking BJ and BJ thanking Mark for his performance. And when you got a birthday celebration and you have someone that's like an award-winning musician just shows up and says, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to enjoy the fellowship, and on top of that, I'm going to play a happy birthday song for you. Come with the come on. And that's how Val Johnson gets down with with celebrating and spending time on the weekend. I'd love to know what you guys have planned for your Thanksgiving holiday, because for myself, it was just important for me. And I've been doing this ever since, unfortunately, I lost my mom. It'll now be, about 6 years ago, or has it been 7? I think it's been 6 years. 6 plus 9. Yeah, it's been 6 years. My grief counseling and grief recovery was saying that when you know that you're going to be dealing with missing your loved ones, you should put yourself around other loved ones. And I've been practicing that. Even during COVID, it was let's organize a Zoom, let's organize a FaceTime, let's organize something, and then you get that together. And so I'm very curious, and I am literally praying for everyone that has lost someone close to them, a family member, a brother, a sister, a mom, a dad. It's rough when the holidays come. And there's a few people that I know that they're coming up on either this is their first Thanksgiving without their loved one, this is their first Christmas without their loved one. And just know that myself and Coach Tony, we're praying for you guys because it can be tough out here. But what I've done, and this worked for me, is put myself around my loved ones. When I want to see the face of my mom, I now go see my aunts. And there's two of them. And I lost one I lost one around this time in December of last year. My Aunt Gloria, who was a major supporter of Interludes Extra Talk on Tuesday. She would attend and tell me, oh, that wasn't funny, you shouldn't crack that joke. But that's because Aunt Gloria was a comedian in our family. So she would let me know what was working. But I don't want to get emotional thinking about how important it is for you to just surround yourself with family. And that's what I've been doing ever since 2019. And it's just become a part of what I do, which is wonderful. The one thing that brought me to tears on Sunday at the celebration of BJ, and let me make sure that I go ahead and share this other photo. The photo booth was fun. I didn't get a chance to scan the picture that I did with BJ in April because I was like, this is so cool. But I went ahead, and this is Bishop BJ, another great friend of April. And then there's Mark Felton, who did the saxophone soprano, which was really, really good. And okay, good evening. Good to see you. Oh, that's Dave. What's up, Dave? And so, yeah, that's April and BJ. And so they gathered a lot of folks to do this. But what was an unexpected surprise for me was that I went ahead and April, I think, was one of the first people to purchase my book. She purchased the ebook. And what ended up happening is that I wanted to make sure that I signed the book for her and another friend. This is a minister, good friend of BJ, as well as April. And they went ahead and purchased the book. I didn't expect it. So I sat in the car with tears because I'm thinking to myself, I just came to give some encouragement to the bishop. I didn't want to make it about me. However, I've been trained, if you have books, you have something that you're selling, keep it in your car, keep something on you at all times. But I knew I had a copy for April, and I signed it for her. So that's her on the left, smiling. And then this is one of her good friends. I unfortunately don't have her name in front of me. Oh, my cell phone is right here. Yeah, so I went ahead and what is her name? She is Minister Edwina. And I told her I was going to mention her on Tuesday and let her know that I thank you so very much for going ahead and purchasing a copy of A DJ Saved My Life. And like I said, I was just extremely grateful that April said, you know what? I think she even mentioned at the party, my friend is here and she's written a book and she has this great podcast. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't just make it about your husband. Please do. And oh, this is Dave. Well, thank you, Dave. T-Dub. I'm so sorry. I still need to get a physical copy of your book too. I have the ebook. Oh, Terrence. Oh, you're watching from a different. Yeah. What's up, Terrence? I think Terrence actually reached out to me via text and said, how are you doing? And ladies and gentlemen, as I stop sharing again, We have got to check on our strong friends. We've got to check on our friends, period. You understand what I'm saying? Check on your friends, especially during this holiday season. I want that to be my major, you know, my major message to you. I have a good dear friend of mine, Princess, and what's been fun is that I've been sharing her mom with me. I call her Mother Willis. She's right now recovering in a rehab facility. She had an accident, but she's doing much better. She is 91 years young. And so, Mother Willis, thank you so very much. It was good to see her. I think I went to visit her, I think, over the weekend too. And Princess has been a wonderful, I want to call it a good daughter. Now she jokes around and calls her mom Granny, which I don't understand because she's a granny. It's we're not gonna get into all of that. But anyway, but just know that I am praying for your recovery and that you hopefully are feeling a little bit better. This was the photo I was looking for. This was the one I was looking for. So this is, and I'm circling back to In Vogue. And this was them when they came out. And now because of copyright, I am not playing the video that is available on IG with, I think it's under In Vogue's as well as Salt's account on IG. But yeah, they came out and performed and they didn't have Rhoda. So I was just thinking, what are they going to do now? But it's neither here or there. If you have a favorite In Vogue song, I'll ask again because you guys didn't put anything in the chat. Go ahead and let me know what your favorite In Vogue song is. I'd love to know. Now we're going to wrap up. And this was something I found out about this literally on the plane ride here and was thinking, what happened? But here's the thing. Many of us, God has control over who comes and who trans. And so I was thinking Jimmy Cliff knew his music very, very well. How many people are familiar with the music of Jimmy Cliff? I'm curious. I loved a lot of his music. And for me, representing Jamaica very, very well. He wrote a lot of great songs and was an actor as well. And I was thinking, this is really wonderful that you left the blueprint of how to do it and to make your sound worldwide. The song that I most remember by Jimmy Cliff is I Can See Clearly Now the Rain Is Gone. I remember I used to hear that song and it used to make me as joyful as a 5-year-old. It's going to be a bright, shiny day. Kind of reminds me of the Bobby McFerrin, Don't Worry, Be Happy. Y'all remember that track? Yeah. Like it gave you this good feeling inside and you're like, oh, wow, that's phenomenal. And let me bring it up because Jimmy Cliff is one of those talented musicians that was definitely honored by many and definitely recorded a lot of great music. Vietnam, Many Rivers to Cross, that actually came out in 1969. I did not know that. You Can Get By If You Really Want To. We All Are One, Rebel and Me, like just all of the good great music that has come from him. And so according to, and I'm going to go to AP News. He was also in a landmark movie called The Harder They Come. And a lot of his music was just used in movies a lot. Oleta Adams. You guys remember the movie Jason's Lyric? Mm-hmm. So Oleta Adams recorded his song Many Rivers to Cross. And I didn't know who originally recorded it until I found out about Jimmy. And I was like, oh my gosh. Native of Jamaica, And they called him, and this is AP, a spirited tenor. And here's the thing, he's the one that they call the person that bridged the gap and definitely made it extremely popular reggae music. And the person he was a trailblazer for was was Bob Marley. And so I did not know that. There was an emerging scene coming out of Kingston, Jamaica, and Jimmy was a part of that. Bob was a part of that, and a few others was a part of that as well. And so Jimmy Cliff, unfortunately, has passed away at the age of 81. And I was looking for his IG. His wife did a very beautiful, like a tribute, letting people know what happened. As I believe he passed away, unfortunately. I think he either had a seizure or it was some type of, let me make sure that I bring up the IG. Let me go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, he was very popular. I'm looking at his IG right now, and I think, yes. Yeah, so this is from, and you know what? I'll make sure to go ahead and share what I'm looking at so you guys can see it too. And I know you guys remember Jimmy Cliff. If you didn't remember his name, you definitely remembered his music. If nothing else, you remember Jimmy's music. Because Many Rivers to Cross is something that's one of those songs that I remember hearing that song, and at the end of the movie, I got really, really teary-eyed, and I was like, okay, Val, stop crying. Please stop crying. Let me go ahead and share this so you guys can check it out. And let me see if you guys, okay, here we go. I'm going to take my name away, and we're going to bring up the Instagram. Now he has a lot of followers on his Instagram, but this is what it says. It's with profound sadness that I share that my husband, Jimmy Cliff, has crossed over due to a seizure followed by pneumonia. Yeah, so it was a seizure. I am thankful for his family, friends, fellow artists, and co-workers who have shared his journey with him. To all of his fans around the world, all the way from Chicago, that's me, please know that your support was his strength throughout his whole career. He really appreciated each and every fan for their love. And then I'm going to skip down. He says, Jimmy, my darling, may you rest in peace. I will follow your wishes. I hope you can respect our privacy during these hard times. Further information will be provided at a later date. See you, and we see you, legend. And that is Latifah, Lily, and Aiken. So you know what? It breaks my heart when anyone unfortunately loses a loved one, as I said earlier, during the holiday season. So we're just going to keep her family in prayer, because like I said, this is just a tough time. It can be a tough time without loved ones. So, I mean, that's how that works. And so, yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? We're coming to the end of our special edition of Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays. I'm just trying to get to the cake, man. I'm just trying to get to the cake. If you're trying to figure out what type of cake I'm talking about, let me show you what I'm working with. My aunt makes some of the best up pound cakes. That's my Aunt Lois. Do you all see the beauty that is the pound cake with icing? Okay, I'm making you guys hungry. it's about entertainment. It is not about it is not about the food, not just yet. Oh, and Coach Tony would be remiss if I did not mention this. I am so excited. The Bears, we are number one in our division, and we won again. They're playing against Philadelphia on Friday, so I will be praying. But I like Jalen Hurts. I really like him. So that's my very brief sports segment, because coach told me, if you're going to mention any sports, please give kudos and thanks to the Bears for winning and being number one. So I'm celebrating it right now. I think we're in the 12th or 13th week of football, so I'm excited. And of course, oh, okay. Yeah, coach. And this is I am eating ice cream with Southern Comfort. Okay. You know what? I have to say this, Dave. This pound cake would go very, very well with the ice cream Southern Comfort that you're going with, because I'm getting ready to get upstairs and get a slice of some of this good pound cake. Thank you, Aunt Lois. Thank you, God. Oh my gosh. Coach Tony will be back in the saddle. Oh, wait a minute. Now Dave is starting trouble. He's saying that the eagle will win. For promotional purposes only. Did you want to have a wager of how much they'll win? Because I know we're going to come and we're going to fight. We're going to fight. It might go into overtime on Friday. I can't believe, I guess I'm a sports girl now. I am looking forward to the day of sports on Thursday and Friday with my Thanksgiving food. Oh my gosh. Well, like I said, okay. Thank you, Dave, for the reminder that you're Philadelphia. Okay. I forgive you. It's cool. It's cool. Oh my gosh. This is Val the Voice Johnson. I thank you guys for joining us here on Interludes Newsletter Presents Talk on Tuesdays. And let me make sure that I do this. We have, and I put it in the chat, that we have a free seminar that's happening on this Saturday, November 29th at 10 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, it's going to be early. So before you run out and do all the things, and when I say all the things, I'm talking about going shopping. Like, I need you to slow down. Don't do so much shopping and come to a free webinar. It's called Kickstart Your Podcast for 2026. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see if I could bring it up right here. There we go. Kickstart your podcast for 2026. That's what I'm talking about. So I teach people how to get started on doing their own platform with their podcast. And you can start with a cell phone. That's right. You can start your podcast with a cell phone. I will be going into the how-tos and some of the things that I've done over the last 5 years. But the funny thing is that marketing is going to be a big part of the free webinar. It's going to be about 45 minutes, and I'll be taking questions. Spend the first hour of your Saturday with me. Registration is in the chat. The link is in the chat. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday for this free webinar. Oh, where is it? It is virtual, Dave. It is virtual. And I will be streaming it on LinkedIn under my business page. And like I said, to register, the link is in the chat. And so if I bring up the link, you guys won't be able to click on it, but the link is in the chat. And so, you know what? I need to do the QR code. That's what I need to do. You don't see the link. Well, you know what? I am going to go look for you. This is something that I would love to be able to teach during the webinar. Okay, you're saying email it to me. I could definitely do that. I could definitely do that. But I'm looking forward to doing this free webinar. And let's do this. I want to make sure that I bring up a QR code. And this is wonderful. Okay, this is Canva on speed. I love how to do that. So let me see. I believe the link is here, and I'm taking a look at it. And also, no one told me what their favorite In Vogue songs were. Don't worry about it. We're good. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring up the link right after this, and we'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Coach Tony, and this is the Pull Up Podcast Show. For every Monday, we break down the game quarter by quarter and give you information as well as break down the culture. Join us on the Pull Up Podcast Show.
Pull up, pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. Bounce the boys and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast Show. I said bounce the boys and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast.
You know, I did that for all of our fans of the Pull Up Podcast Show. Everybody that's a fan of the Pull Up Podcast Show. I love the theme. Coach loves the theme. We all love the theme. That's how that goes. Okay, let's do this. This is a free webinar. Webinar. All right. Let me see if the code is going to show up. So, scan the QR code and register for the free webinar that is on this Saturday, November 29th at 10 a.m. Eastern. That's right. Nice and early. Here's the thing. What you're going to learn at the free webinar is how to get started doing a podcast on your cell phone. And also how to grow your platform. Even if you have no one following you or you are not on social media. Here's the thing. You got friends, reach out to them. You got family, reach out to them. Instead of going out to purchase another flat screen, some more electronics, stop by on Saturday and check out the free webinar. I will only hold you for about 40 minutes, maybe an hour after questions, and then I'll let you get back out there and doing your thing. The best way to start off 2026 is to get your podcast kicked off. So scan the QR code that you see. There we go, right there. And join us. It'll be fun. And I'm looking forward to teaching you what I have learned with my cell phone and also with my microphone. And everyone don't need a microphone like this. I have other microphones that I'd like to show you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so very much. Oh, wow. So anyway, we are wrapping up and this has been fun. Coach Tony, he is back with the Pull Up Podcast Show on Monday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And of course, I always want to let you guys know about Interludes Extra presents Find Your Voice. Our Patreon page is patreon.com/interludes. It's one of my favorite places to post and let you guys know how things are going. And then, of course, I want to let you all know I have about 25 copies left of A DJ Saved My Life. I got 25 copies left. It's a Black Friday special. I'm going to start running it on tomorrow. The book is initially selling for, I think, $49.99. It's going to be half off for Black Friday. That sale is going to get kicked off on tomorrow, and I'm trying to sell out my print copies. And then on top of that, it will be signed and sent to you. And so it is available now. It's at purelightHousemedia.com. And if you say, hey, Val, it's still selling for the original price. At midnight, it's going to be dropping. It's my Black Friday special. So I'm really excited about it all. And A DJ Saved My Life, again, is my personal memoir. And it's to the ABC. And I also give the ABCs of starting your own podcast. Let me stop sharing. But now your girl has learned a whole lot of AI. So I'm going to have to come up with a new version of A DJ Saved My Life. That's why we trying to go ahead and sell out what we got, because we done learned some more stuff. We done learned some AI. And the best way to combine AI, artificial intelligence, with OI, organic intelligence. That's right, because the best AI is up here. That's what I say. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll see you guys soon on another edition of Interludes Newsletter Presents Talk on Tuesdays. I'm your host, Val the Voice Johnson. Do me a major favor. Many of you guys watch, but do you like the video? If you're on YouTube, go ahead and like this video. And then on top of it, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're creating a whole new other playlist that gives podcasting tips, which I'm real excited about. And the first webinar, that I haven't done a webinar in over a year about podcasts. So I'm excited. I'll see you guys on Saturday for the folks that are coming. And let me make sure, if you guys are ready, go ahead and register. There we go. There's the there it is right there. And I'll see you guys on Saturday. But right now, it's pound cake time. It's pound cake time. And I will see you guys on next Tuesday. Peace. As Coach Tony and I would say, peace. And happy Thanksgiving. Be blessed.